Okay, so guys, now the time is 8 o'clock. We've still got people coming inside the lobby. All right, so welcome to this 1 hour webinar today. I mean, it's not a webinar. This is going to be an interactive session. Do take note that once the session is over, I will be uploading this inside YouTube so that every now and then, if you want to go and revise, it will be easy for you juga, right? Okay, so my recording is also on. Okay, so how's everyone doing? How is your exam preparation going on? Right. Feel free to unmute and talk, yeah? Because as usual, I would like the session to be as interactive as possible.
Hi, Preeta.
Hey, hi Azlan, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay, Preeta, I just want to share.
Mm-hmm.
I subscribed the study hall
Mm-hmm.
last 2 weeks. Uh, during the class, during the class, your session,
Mm-hmm.
the marks that I have gone the test. The marks is about 60%.
Mm-hmm.
But when I subscribe study hall, I go through the question and then I see my marks about 45%.
That's very normal.
That's very
That's
normal.
very, very normal. Yes.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
but the question is quite tough when I go through the study hall. Is it the exam the what we call it, the harder level, is it
Mm-hmm.
lower than what I have subscribed in study hall?
Okay. Yeah, this is a bit difficult to say because some
Okay.
people who has taken the study hall said that if you score the study hall 60% and above, then you're safe to go for the exam because the study hall is quite tough compared to the other uh, compared to the actual exams. But some says it's
Mm,
equal. But whatever said and done, study hall is the official preparation item for you
okay.
to. There is no such thing as over preparing when it comes to PMP. Better be safe than sorry.
All right. Understood.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for your view also. Yeah.
No problem.
Rita,
Yeah.
Ah,
Syed here.
yes. Ah, yes, I.
How to get the dummy test? Huh?
What dummy test, yeah? The
Uh,
one that I've shared with you in your link, in the link before.
inside the WhatsApp or email?
It's inside the G drive that we have shared, that I've
Oh,
shared.
G Drive.
Yeah.
So
The
that is the only test that we can try on top of RAM note, right?
You can try. I mean, that is from my own question banks. But if you want, you feel free to subscribe to so many sources out there, such as Udemy. Udemy is quite cheap and they've got a lot of resources also. You can subscribe to Andrew Ramdayal. You can subscribe to Study Hall, Exam Prep. There's a lot out there. But the official one from PMI is, of course, the Study Hall.
But are they equal like a study hall level or they are something
Mm.
else?
It's difficult to say. This is a very
Yeah.
common question that everyone asks. So, but the safest bet is just do as much as possible because each person, the type level of questions that they get could be different.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, guys, now the time is 8:05. That we've got quite a number of people in this call also. So just a bit of introduction, yeah. So before I get started, by the way, Nazmi, you are in the room, kan?
Yes, hello.
Okay, hello. Right. So allow me to just give a quick 1 minute introduction. Then we will go on with our agenda here today. So for those who, I see majority of those here are my are my current students. My name is Preeta. I'm a PMP trainer, and I am doing this as a way to give back to the community because I want everyone to pass the PMP. Not only pass, I want all of you to get 80, 80, 80. which is above target, above target, above target, not only for the sake of exams, but also to help you develop the PMI mindset, right? So, all right, so without any further, so hence the reason why I'm doing this today. So today what is going to happen is I have a surprise guest for you over here today. I'll introduce about him shortly. But once that is done, we will go on with our study hall revision and preparation, where I will go through questions as much as possible within the 1 hour time slot. And I will give you guys 1 minute to answer the question. So this will also test yourself. Then once we get the answer, we will discuss and debate and also try to help you mold to the mindset of PMI. Okay, does that sound good? All right, so in this session, I would like it to be as interactive as possible. If you like something, please use the thumbs up. We'll be using the thumbs up feature over here a lot. So please get used to it. Click on the react button and click thumbs up. So can we try using the thumbs up right now? That is hands raising, yeah, Amiru. So try using the thumbs up, because later this will be used as a voting session in terms of which questions, which answers that you guys are going to choose. All right, awesome. Okay, so without any further ado, before we officially kickstart our exam preparation, I am honored and also happy to introduce to you guys one of my past students who has successfully managed to get not a single 80, but triple above targets in all of his domains. And this was done a mere 21 days after taking the PMI bootcamp. So, so I would like to call upon Encik Nazmi to share his experience. So Nazmi, if you could open your camera, that'll be good. Otherwise, if you're shy, you can close your camera, no problem. But over to you.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening. So I am Nazmi, one of the Preeta student. So yes, I did manage to get pass after about 1 month. I would say about 1 month after taking a class. Yeah. So um, today, Preeta has asked me to share my experience and also the kind of tips that I found useful during the exam. Okay, so I can see some of my old classmates here, like Zakri and Azlan. So, happy to see them back. And also some other students. I welcome you guys also. Okay, so I'm willing to help anybody who would like to take the PMP exam as best as I can. Okay, so without further ado, let me start with the first tip that I think is very crucial, and one that I think is not really related to PMP exam, which is to time yourself answering the questions. Okay, so the exam is quite difficult. So it's difficult in terms of the question it gives and also in terms of the time it requires. So they give to you, I think it's about 210 minutes or 230 minutes in total, including the breaks. Okay, but in actuality, 230 the 20 minutes of the break doesn't really count into the exam taking. So if you don't take your breaks, it'll just be 210. Okay, so um, with that 210 minutes, it basically leaves you with about 60 questions. No, with about 1 minute for each question. Okay, and then you can have a little bit of extra time for revision. So they break the exam to 3 parts. Okay. So the first part, 60 question. After you finish that 60 question, once you've reviewed it, you cannot go back to that original 60 questions. Okay, so um, do the 60 questions. Try to target about 60 questions for 60 minutes for 60 questions. So you can break it down however you like. I've seen some tips saying you should target 1 minute per question. But I think 1 minute per question, then you'll be looking at the clock quite frequently and maybe it adds pressure. So like myself, I use like every 10 question, I will look at the clock. Okay. To see whether I'm still on time or not. Uh, if I do the 10 minutes for 10 questions correctly, I would allow myself about 10 minutes to review that session. So uh, the questions, the software they use for the questions, they allow you to highlight things that you want. So you can highlight the questions. I did use some of it, the highlight feature, but not a lot. They allow you to cross. So like um like wrong answers, you can cross out the answers you think is wrong, so you can just focus on the correct one. And then they allow you also to flag your questions. So um, if you feel like there's a question that needs more time, okay, but you have to keep the time in check, right? So just flag it first or mark it first, and then you move on to the next question. Then at the end of that 60 question, they allow you to review that 60 questions. So then there you can review the flag questions. And one of the features of that software I find is that they have a feature um, on the top right when you are doing the reviewing is reviewing all flag questions. I didn't get to make use of that feature until my third session. So I think it's because if you don't use that feature, then you have to manually find all the flag questions. But when you click on that mark flag questions, it will just give you everything that you flag, which is very useful. So yes, if you can use that, then that will be really, really great. Okay. So there are in PMP question, there are some easy question that you just look at it one time and then okay, this is the answer. I don't want to think more about it. So that helps you to gain a bit more time. But there are some questions like really lengthy, wordy questions. That one, I myself also take sometimes maybe take 2 minutes just to answer that question. Okay.
Okay,
Most
so yeah,
yeah.
Nazmi, I thank you so much for your sharing. I'm a bit conscious of time over here. So let
Okay, sure.
me I would like to ask you a few questions. What would your best 3 tips would be to prepare yourself for the exam and to ace the exam?
Okay, 3 tips would be number one. So Ricardo Vargas has that blank business process chart that he encourages you to fill in. I encourage you to follow that process whereby you just rewrite back the whole process and try to understand the process in the big picture. Second is to familiarize yourself with the change control process, because I think that is also very useful when you are trying to answer the question. And finally, is just getting the PMP mindset within you. I'd say
Okay.
that's the 3 topics, important topics.
Okay, thank you so much, Nazmi, for your time. If in case anyone has got any further questions, can they reach out to you via your LinkedIn? I mean, is that all
Yeah,
right?
sure. Via LinkedIn, they can reach me via LinkedIn. That's also okay. Or for my class teammate, they can reach me also via WhatsApp.
Okay, sure. All right. Thank you so much for your time. And again, congratulations, Nazmi
Right.
PMP. Well done
All
and
right.
welcome.
Thanks, Preeta.
Welcome to the club. All right.
Good.
Okay. So guys, any questions that you have, please feel free to connect with Nazmi separately. So Nazmi, if you could just share your LinkedIn profile over here. Anyone who is not connected with you, they can do so after this. Okay. So guys, since once the sharing is over, I hope that you are motivated. Yeah, I hope you guys are motivated to to do your to focus on your exams after this. All right. So it is possible, and it's very much possible to score 80, 80, 80 in your upcoming exams. All right. But if in case you have not, I mean, if in case you have not passed, don't worry about it. There are many others who have many good project managers that I know who has failed once or two times, and they went on to actually achieving really good results the subsequent time they tried. Okay. All right. So great. So I think without any further ado, let's start with our questions over here. Okay. All right. So are you able? One second. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So guys, the way how we're going to do this, I'm just going to test this out first over here first. Wait, let me go back to the course and let me start again. Okay. So the way how we're going to do this is, so I'm going yeah, I'm unable to repeat the question. Okay, but never mind. So as soon as I read out the question over here, you are given 1 minute to understand and to get your answers. So once that is done, I will activate the timer at this section, and you will have 1 minute to figure out your answers. Once the timer is up, I will ask you guys uh, we will vote on which do you think the answer is. Is it A, B, C, or D? Or I mean, it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, right? The highest vote is the one that I'm going to choose, and we will see the outcome, right? Does that sound good? Can I have a thumbs up, please? If you understand. Okay, great. So now for the first one, this is quite straightforward. Now let's go on to the second question. Okay, so in a pharmaceutical research project, the project leader observes that the lab technician frequently pause their work to ask for approval on minor procedural choices, which slows down the experiment timeline. The leader knows the technician have sufficient expertise to make their decisions on their own. What should the project leader do to enhance workflow efficiency? Is it A, organize advanced decision-making workshop to improve the technician's confidence and skills? B, create a rotating schedule for supervisors to be available all times for quick decision support. C, establish a digital log where technicians record their decisions for later review by management. D, revise project guidelines to delegate decision-making and authority to technicians for routine experimental tasks. All right, so I will start the clock for 1 minute. Good luck. Oh, sorry. So please figure out your answers, and I'll get back to you in 49 seconds. Okay, guys, time's up. So now I hope you've logged in your answers. Let's do a quick vote. Who has answered A? You can raise your yeah. Sorry, yeah, not raise your hand. Sorry, you can raise your hand, yeah, not thumbs up. I think raise your hand is an easier feature. Okay, we have 10 people who has raised their hand. Okay, please put down your hand. Who has answered B? Four. Who has answered C? Three. Who has answered D? Okay, so the majority is D. So let's select D as the answer. Please do that, guys. This is a time if you want to make mistakes, but I expect everyone's participation, yeah, because only if you try, then you will know whether you are right or wrong. Okay, so let's submit the answer. And the answer is correct. The answer is D. Okay, so majority of you guys answered A. Organize advanced decision workshop to improve technicians' confidence and skills. So over here, the way how PMI mindset works is, what is the problem? We already know that the leader has a sufficient expertise to make the decisions on their own, right? You want to do something that is fast and solves the problem. So if they already know how to make the decisions on their own, the only thing that you have to do is provide them the authority so that they can proceed with this exercise. All right. Anyone has got any differing opinions? Speak now, or forever hold your peace.
But looks revised project guideline is something a big decision. Because this one is said frequently pause there to ask approval on minor procedure choice. Minor procedure choice saja. So that's why I tak choose on D.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So what was your answer?
I answer on B.
B. Creating a rotating schedule for supervisors to be available at all times for quick decision support. Do you think this actually solves the problem? I mean, over here, if you select B, you are also kind of changing the communication plan a bit. So the key word here is you are following the PMI mindset. You have to empower your technicians to make quick decisions. Hence, the answer is D.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So now let's go on to the next question. Okay. So for those who have raised your hand, please put down your hand. Yeah. We'll be going on to the next question shortly. Okay, there's two others who have raised their hand. Please put down your hand. Okay, next question. A project manager is leading the development of a new financial trading platform in a hybrid environment that incorporates iterative releases. Due to strict financial regulation, every modification in trading algorithms and user data processing must be thoroughly documented and auditable. Which approach should the project manager adopt to ensure adherence to regulatory requirements while maintaining development agility? Schedule weekly meetings dedicated exclusively to compliance status updates. Establish formal change control systems that automatically logs and tracks all modifications with audit trails. Appoint regulatory compliance team to manually verify every code update. Postpone implementing iterative development until a full regulatory review is complete. So your timer starts now. Okay, guys, time's up. Shall we answer the question? Who says A? Schedule weekly meetings dedicated exclusively to compliance status updates. We have four people that has answered A. All right. You can put down your hand. Who has answered B? Establish a formal change control system that automatically logs and tracks modification with audit trails. All right. I think there's around 16, 19. 19 people have 20 people have answered. Okay, make that 22 people have answered B. Next, appoint a regulatory compliance team. Yeah, please put down your hands. Yeah. Appoint a regulatory compliance team to manually verify every code update before deployment. Okay, we have four people. Yeah, sorry, all in 5 people. All right, you can put down your hand. Postpone implementing iterative development until a full regulatory review is complete. We have 1 person. Okay, so since majority of you have answered B, so this is correct. All right, so let me stress again. First and foremost, this is a hybrid. By reading this, you already know that this is a hybrid question. Yeah. The over here, which approach should the project manager adopt to ensure adherence to regulatory requirement? All right. First and foremost, you want to maintain development agility. What is the meaning of agility? That means you want it to be flexible, you want it to be fast, right? So the first option A, is this agile? Schedule weekly meeting dedicated exclusively compliance status update. This is not actually solving the issue. You are just providing an update. Okay. Let's look at the wrong answers first. Answer C, appoint a regulatory compliance team to manually verify every code update before deployment. Again, does this solve the issue? Here you are just verifying every code and you are doing it manually. So one thing, it's not really agile, and you are doing the you are checking after the fact. All right, so it does not really answer your problem that you have over here. Postpone implementing iterative development until a full regulatory review is complete. No, again, the question over here is you want to maintain development agility. So seeing all of the 4 answers, the best answers is establishing a formal change control system that automatically logs and tracks all modification with audit trails, right? This would help you develop this over here that automatically logs and tracks all modification. It helps you maintain your development agility while it also complies to the regulatory requirements. So the answer is B. Okay, so congrats to majority of you guys that answered correctly, yeah, just now. Okay, now let's go on to the next question. I hope you're ready. Here we go. During the development of a new mobile banking app, a software developer suggests integrating an advanced security feature that could greatly reduce fraud but may affect the project schedule. Which is the best course of action for the project manager? Okay, so conduct a thorough analysis of the features, advantages, potential delays, costs, and then discuss the results with key stakeholders before making a decision. B, incorporate the security feature immediately, ensure the app is highly secure upon release. C, hold a team poll to decide whether to add the feature based on majority preference. D, defer the decision about security feature until after the app launch to avoid project delays. Right, your timer starts now. Okay, guys, so time's up. All right, so shall we look at the answers? Who says A? Please raise your hands. Okay, majority of you have said A. All right, you may put down your hand. Who says B? Incorporate the security feature immediately to ensure the app is highly secure. We have 4 people who has answered B. C, who say, okay, you may put down your hand. Next, who says C? Hold a team poll to decide whether to add a feature based on majority preference. You have 2 people that has stated that. Okay, please put down your hand. And who says D? Defer the decision about security feature until after the app launch to avoid project delays. Okay, we have two people who have said that. Since the majority is A, let's have a look. So the answer is A. Okay, so in this, this should be quite straightforward. First and foremost, by reading the question, you kind of get the sense that this is an predictive. Sorry, this is a predictive project. Yeah, it is not agile. Okay, so over here, what they are, okay, let's look at B, C, D. Incorporate the security feature immediately to ensure the app is highly secure upon release. No, if there is an impact to the project schedule, and seeing that this looks like a predictive type of project, this is not a very good answer. Hold the team poll to decide whether to add the features based on majority preference. Again, this is not whether, I mean, when you are making changes to a particular project, you should analyze what the impact is first before you proceed. Unless, I mean, you need to analyze what the impact first. Next, defer the decision about security feature until the app launch to provide, to avoid project delays. Again, this could be a potential answer, but here we are looking at the best answer, right? So over here, you also can, okay, remember we've got our principles, right? So which principle does this adhere to? We can talk about VUCA, the potential, the complexity, and the potential changes. This brings value to the project. So this is something that should be explored. Hence, the reason why the answer A is the best. We after undergoing analysis of the features, what is the delays and the cost, and you once you know what is the impact of implementing that, once you've already done your analysis, then you proceed with understanding whether you should go ahead with the decision or not. This goes back to the PMI mindset. Before, whenever you get questions like that, okay, whenever you get questions like this, as much as possible, if there is an answer to analyze, you try to do that first. All right. The others is not really looking at analyzing. Number 2 is you are straight away implementing without doing any analysis. Number 3, hold the team poll. But again, this is just whether someone likes it or not. Yes, no. So it's not the best answer. Number 4, this is not really analyzing. You are just postponing the decision. So you are not being proactive about the particular about the particular issue, especially when it brings value to the project. Okay. I think there is a question from Uma, is it? Uma, do you have a question or did you wrongly raise your hand? Okay. Yeah, feel free to unmute, yeah, if you have got any further questions. Okay. Yeah, Izzat, do you, okay, your hands are no longer raised. All right. So I hope that is clear, guys. Let's move on to the next question. Next. Okay, this is something that happens a lot in real life. In a pharmaceutical R&D project, the lead chemist responsible for developing a crucial compound suddenly resigns. Since this chemist held unique expertise vital to the project progress, and their departure risks significant setbacks. What strategy could the project manager have employed earlier to reduce the risk? A, created a mentorship initiative to transfer the skills among team members. B, assign the lead chemist task to multiple junior chemists at project start. C, compile detailed experimental protocols and data logs for each stage. D, reserve budgets to recruit external expert quickly if needed. Your timer starts now. Okay, guys, so let's have a look at the answers. This could be a bit tricky one, yeah? Create a mentorship initiative to transfer, okay, who says A? Please raise your hand. We have 9. Oh, that's quite, wow, a lot of people have said this. Okay, majority of you have answered A. I think there's 18 of you. All right, next, assign the lead chemist. Okay, you may put down your hand. B, assign the lead chemist task to multiple junior chemists at the project start. There's one person who said this. Okay, you can lower your hand. C, compile detailed experimental protocols and data logs for each stage. We have 11. And you may put down your hand. Okay, or D, reserve budget to recruit an external expert quickly if needed. We have 3 people. Right, so since the majority have answered A, let's have a look. Yes, so the answer is A. Okay, so let me ask you guys over here. What is the 2 types of knowledge when it comes to, what is the 2 types of knowledge that you have learned in PMP so far? Anyone wants to answer, you can unmute. I mean, if you know the answer, you can unmute. Otherwise, I will inform in a bit. All right. So the 2 types of knowledge is tacit and explicit. So tacit is something that is not documented. It is it's based on someone's experience and it's based on someone's experience, the way how they specifically do it, that cannot be documented. All right, while explicit is something that is very well documented, SOPs and so on and so forth. So over here, let's look at the answer D first. Reserve budget to recruit an external expert quickly if needed. Okay, so over here, the key note over here is the chemist held unique expertise vital to the project progress. All right, she has a lot of tacit knowledge, right? So even if you have a budget to recruit someone, an external expert, does this solve the problem? No, it does not. Right. Next, compile detailed experimental protocols and data logs for each stage. Again, the option 3, this focuses on explicit knowledge. But over here, this chemist held unique vital. Hers is more hers or his expert is more of tacit knowledge instead of explicit. Something, I mean, related to her expertise or her experience, right? So assign the lead chemist task to multiple junior chemists at the project start. So again, this will not solve the problem. And the best answer would be A, create a mentorship initiative to transfer whatever whatever tacit knowledge that the lead chemist has to the team members. I hope that makes sense. If anyone has got differing opinions, please feel free to unmute yourself and we can discuss it over here.
Preeta.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Azlan, go ahead.
Okay, right. The word unique expertise. That one is we call it T-shape.
Mm-hmm.
No, not the expertise.
No, not
No.
really. But go ahead. Let me hear you out first.
Okay. Unique because I try to find a clue here. Okay, well, unique expertise. This unique expertise ni, in my understanding, is explicit. But here you call it T-shape, then okay.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, my term is
Yeah.
tacit. T-A-C-I-T. Tacit.
Yeah.
Not
Yes,
T-shape. Tacit.
Okay.
Okay.
Preeta,
Sorry. Does that answer your question, Azlan?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
but unique expertise, it doesn't mean tacit, right?
I mean, she has expertise, unique I mean, from here when you read, it it may not be something that is documented, or it cannot be like something like SOP based.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if you get someone external and expert to take over, it will not really help.
Yeah, it's a time consuming. Correct. Okay, Preeta. Okay, I let other friends want to ask you the question.
Okay.
Hey,
Right,
Preeta.
guys. Anyone else has got doubts in this?
One
Hello.
question, Preeta. So for
Mhm.
these questions, I just, I mean, I have a bit of like confusing between number 1 and number 3, because like you said, tacit is because of the unique expertise that he or she have. But can that tacit expertise be written down? I mean, especially on like protocols or procedures, or for this type of questions, is it because of the answers because of number 1? Is it because of PMP mindset?
I mean, leaving PMP mindset while is that you're from manufacturing, right?
No, I'm from the engineering, oil and gas.
Yeah, engineering, oil and gas. Have you ever encountered, like, you have a lot of seniors in your company, they have a
Yeah,
lot of knowledge, but
correct.
this is something that they cannot put in SOPs.
Yes, correct.
So that is what you call tacit knowledge.
Right. But then certain like even though they have like I mean expertise in certain area, but they I mean we do like put them in a written procedures, especially on like when doing some experiments or some things like works procedures processes.
Okay.
So all that is written down. So even though they have like a unique expertise, right? Because of
Yeah.
those we want to share those knowledge to others people. But for these questions, I like a bit of like confusing or like 50-50. So how do I tackle this type of questions in the future?
Okay, so let me explain to you, yeah? All right,
Yeah.
so if you read back the question again,
Mhm.
okay, so over here, you want to you want to reduce the risk. You want to remove any project delay. You want to you want to remove any kind of project delays. All right. So
Mhm.
in case now you're arguing with me, if in case you have chosen 3, even if you have got the best SOP that is stated, the most detailed experimental protocol, all right, when someone is doing it for the first time, I mean, assuming that this person, the lead chemist, leaves immediately, will this solve your problem? If that maybe this person resigns and then someone else had to take over,
Yeah.
would
No, I
this
think.
No, right? So
No.
imagine if a mentorship initiative was created right from the beginning, where the mentee had a hands-on initiative, had a hands-on training to sort of follow whatever the mentor was doing. So would this solve the problem?
Yeah, we will
Yeah,
solve the problems. But in the long run, let's say and then the second person also leave the company.
then that is secondary risk.
Yeah lah, yeah lah, right,
So
okay.
yeah,
So I think it's answered the questions. So I think it relates to the PMP mindset lah, right? Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right, guys. So
Hello.
next,
Hi.
yes,
Can you
who is speaking?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but do you mind introducing yourself? I can't
Oh,
see
okay.
from my
Hi.
screen.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Daniel.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I'm from oil and gas as well. So
Okay.
I just want to ask you one question related to this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know whether a particular role is a TASIC or not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it can be quite confusing because from the wording it seems like the lead chemist is the specialist in the department, and then with
Mm-hmm.
his or her departure, then it seems like the team does not have enough time to kind of like create a mentorship initiative or do like a knowledge transfer within time, for example. So I'm just
Mm-hmm.
thinking whether how to differentiate between like the TASIC role or not. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. Daniel, right? Sorry, what's
Yes.
your name? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Daniel,
Mm.
thanks for your question. All right, over here, okay. So over here, when you reread the question again, since this chemist held unique expertise vital to the project progress. All right, it is not something that is normal. It's not something that is day to day. It is unique over here. So just to, I mean, in the context of this question alone, a mentorship initiative would reduce the time that it takes for, if in case that person leaves, you already have someone to take over immediately. So over here, it's specifically answering the question, what the project manager could have implemented right from the beginning. So regarding tacit or explicit, even, okay, assuming the project manager has documented all of all of the experimental procedures, right? Just to reiterate, if someone leaves immediately, would this reduce, would you still have delay of a project? Assuming A to Z, everything has been noted down. It will still take some time. I mean, for anyone who's taking over the job, some time to get used to the processes, because the chemists held unique expertise. So just to reiterate, refocus back to whatever that we have learned in PMP, you can have a read at what tacit and what explicit is lah, if you want to revise and understand more. Okay, I hope this answers your question.
Yeah, maybe if I could like kind of like summarize what you said. Is TASIC means whatever is transferable within the team that is considered like TASIC?
No, tacit actually means, yeah, it could be transferable, but it is more of a person's experience. Let me just give you an example. Like when I used to work in manufacturing, right? We used to have what do you call that? A dryer line, right? So there used to be one old timer who knew, like, if you kick the machine in a specific place, the machine actually works. So these are kind of things that is not document. You cannot document it in SOP. There are sometimes things that you do that just works, but this is because of the person's experience. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Thank you, Preeta.
Okay, welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. During the design phase of a new commercial building construction project, the project manager wants to assess the probability of completing the project within the scheduled time frame and allocated a budget. The manager also aims to identify which cost and schedule variables most heavily influence project success. Which approach should the project manager use to analyze this risk and forecast overall project performance? A, create a project network diagram to map activities and dependencies. B, apply Monte Carlo simulation to model project uncertainties and predict outcomes. C, perform stakeholder analysis to understand expectation and concerns. D, use Pareto chart to prioritize most frequent risk events. So guys, please read this properly, yeah? Right, so your timer starts now. Okay, timer is up. Now let's see the answers. Who has answered A? Please raise your hand. Right, we have 4 people who have answered A. Who has answered B? Please raise your hand. Okay, majority, 21 of you, 22 of you have answered B. Who has answered C? Please raise your hand. Okay, who has, okay, please lower your hand. Who has answered D? Please raise your hand. Okay, so since the majority has answered B, let's have a look. And you are right. I mean, guys, congrats, because majority of you have answered the correct questions. Yeah, so you are tuning into the PMI mindset. So now let's have a look. I hope you remember what Monte Carlo simulation is. You remember in terms of the when you're talking about risk, you have the qualitative risk, where Monte Carlo simulation is one of the ways where you can analyze qualitative risk. Okay, but now let's just have a look over here. All right, the key word here is, okay, during the design phase of a commercial building, project manager wants to assess the probability of completing the project within the scheduled time frame. And he or she also aims to identify the cost and schedule variables that influences the project success. Which approach should the project manager use to analyze this risk and forecast overall project performance? What is the purpose of a project network diagram? Project network diagram is just to see the it's just the Gantt chart in a different format to see which is the critical path and so on. It does not really analyze the risk. The best it can show you is what is your critical path. All right, that is just probably maybe one of the risks, but you're not going very detailed into the risk. All right, let's look at C, perform stakeholder analysis. This is completely out of the question. So I hope no one has answered this, yeah, because this, even if you perform a stakeholder analysis, does this really solve the problem? Which approach should the project manager use to analyze this risk and forecast overall project performance? How does this solve the problem? Remember, read the last question. I mean, read what is the question trying to ask you, and see whether the answers actually solves the problem or not. All right, this one you can straight away eliminate. Okay, Next, use a Pareto chart to prioritize the most frequent risk events. No, the Pareto chart, if you just to recall, it is a 20-80 percentage. So over here, you want to, so if you use the Pareto chart to prioritize the most frequent events, you are only going to look at the 20% of the most frequent events that contribute to the 80% of the problem. You are not looking at the overall list of issues. All right. So if you, when it comes to questions like this, if you have answered D, please go back and revise and understand what Pareto chart is all about. Okay. So the apply a Monte Carlo simulation to model the project uncertainties and predict outcomes. This, if you have, if you remember, please go back to your notes. This talks about quantitative project, quantitative risk measures, right? So the best answer is number 2, right? Any questions on this? Okay, no? All right, then we will move on to the next. Okay, next, during the construction of a new pharmaceutical manufacturing facility, the project manager is informed that updated environmental protection regulation will take place shortly after the scheduled project completion. This regulation impact waste disposal procedures and emission standards. What should the project manager do to address this new information? A, continue with the current construction plan and plan to implement regulatory changes during facility operations after the project handover. B, immediately revise project scope to incorporate new environmental regulation without assessing the impacts. C, evaluate how the new regulation affects the project scope, timeline, budget, then communicate the findings to key stakeholders. D, delegate the responsibility for regulatory compliance to environmental consultant, but keep the existing project unchanged. Right? Your timer starts now. For those who have raised your hand, you can lower your hand, yeah? I will help you. I do feel like the 1 minute seems to be getting shorter. All right, so guys, I do think that this is pretty, this is quite straightforward. Yeah, so let's get on with the answers. Who has answered A? Please raise your hands. Okay, good. Who has answered B? Please raise your hands. Who has answered C? Please raise your hands. Okay, please lower your hands. Who has answered D? Please raise your hands. Okay, so since the majority has answered C, let's have a look. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay, in this case, the answer should be pretty obvious. First and foremost, A, B, D. Okay, let's go with A first. Continue with the current construction plan and plan to implement the regulatory changes during facility operations and after project handover. This, when it comes to regulatory, PMI is very, very clear. It needs to be done. Okay, there's no two way about it. It's not a nice to have, it's a must have, right? Next, so definitely you can strike through A, right? B, immediately revise the project scope to incorporate the new environmental regulation without assessing the impacts. Again, this is not the PMI mindset. As I informed just now, as much as possible, whenever you see any, okay, this is for majority of the questions, but do take note depending on the particular questions scenario, yeah? You need to understand the impact, all right, before making any changes to the schedule. Okay, so you can cross that particular answer. So D, delegate the responsibility for regulatory compliance to environmental consultant, but keep the project schedule unchanged. Does this actually solve the problem? No, it does not, because you still have to implement the project, the upcoming regulatory changes. That one you got no choice. So the best answer is evaluate how the new regulation will affect the project scope, timeline, and budget, then communicate the findings so that they can take the next step. All right. So I hope this was quite straightforward. Any questions? If there's no questions, I think we have time for one last question. Okay. All right. During the development of a new eco-friendly kitchen appliances, the project manager encounters uncertainty about the customer preferences and the practicality of certain innovative features. Initial market surveys have not provided clear insight, causing doubts about the product design direction. What should the project manager do to best ensure the product meets customer needs? A, develop a fully featured prototype for use in select retail stores to observe customer interaction and collect feedback. B, launch a simplified version of the appliance with core features to gather user reaction and adjust future developments accordingly. C, halt product development temporarily until a detailed competitor analysis is completed to identify popular features. D, direct the design team to include the most common features found in existing kitchen appliances to appeal to broader audience. Your timer starts now. Okay, guys, we are back. So now, who has selected A? Please raise your hand. You have 4 people. All right, I just have one keyword for you, MVP. All right, okay, you may lower your hand. Who has selected B? Okay, you have around 22 people that selected B. Who has selected, okay, you may lower your hand. Who has selected C? You have one person, Nash. And who has selected D? Okay, no one. So let's just go with B. Yeah, so the answer is launch a simplified version of the appliance with core feature. So remember, yeah, guys, so in this particular situation, what is, when you read about it, what do you think the problem is? There is high uncertainty. Okay, when there is high uncertainty, what you can do? You are trying to, you can launch a minimum viable product. All right. So in order to understand what is the user's reaction and then adjust the features development accordingly. So this will help to make sure that whatever efforts that you've put in if you put in all of your efforts to develop a fully featured prototype, it takes a long time. All right, and you won't be able to collect features fast. So the key word about agile is you have to implement fast, fail fast, and develop quickly and fail fast, and improve accordingly. Hence, answer B is the best option. Answer C may not really help because I mean because this does not really how should I put it? It will slow down it does not answer the question. You want things fast, all right? And even if you have done a detailed competitor analysis, will this provide you what is the customer needs? Not really. Okay. Or D, direct the design team to include the most common features. No, does this actually solve the problem? No, it doesn't. So the best answer is number 2. Okay. All right. I think we are it has been an hour since we have done this revision. So shall we do the one last question just for the fun of it? You can give me thumbs up if this is what you want. Okay, so let's just try out one last one, yeah, before we call it a night. Okay. Oh, right. A project manager leading the development of a new software application for a financial service. The latest earned value report shows that this figures budget at completion is 500K. The earned value is at 320K. Actual cost is at 350K. A CPI is 0.914. What insights should the project manager draw regarding this cost efficiency? Project is currently over budget, not cost efficient, requiring attention to control expense. Project is performing well financially and is likely to finish under budget. The project cost is perfectly aligned with the planned budget and progress. And the project has high cost efficiency, is generating more value than they spent. Timer starts now. Okay, we are back. All right, who has answered A? Please raise your hand. We have 20 people. Okay. All right. Who has answered B? Please raise your hand. You have 4. Who has answered C? And who has answered D? Okay, so since majority have answered A, okay. So please have a revision on what is CPI, what is BAC, what is EV, what is AC. And a CPI less than 1 indicates for every dollar spent, less value is earned, meaning that the project is over budget related to the work completed and needs cost control measures. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, this one you can revise yourself and try to understand the concept. Yeah. Okay. So I guess we have come to the end of our session over here today. Allow me to stop sharing over here. Okay, I hope you have learned. This 1 hour session has been useful for you. Okay, so in future, all right, so this is just a bit off the record. Is there any other items, any other things that you would like me to assist you with? Like in terms of we need revision in agile, do let me know. For my students, you just can message me. I can probably have a quick refresher class in order for you to get used to the concept. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so you have my those who are connected with me in LinkedIn, you can connect with me over there. I will just give you my LinkedIn profile over here. And I can also share Nazmi's LinkedIn profile. If you're not connected, feel free to do so. Okay, this item, this will be posted in okay, so this will be posted in YouTube in give me a day or two. I just need to do a bit of edits, then we are good to go. Right. So for those who will be sitting for your exam next month, I wish you guys all the best. And I will just stay back for 5 minutes if in case you've got any questions. If that's not, thank you so much for your time. And I wish you all the best, right, in your upcoming revision. Okay, I'll stay back for a while in case anyone has got any questions.
Thank you,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Preeta.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Uma, your hands are raised. If you've got any questions, feel free to unmute and ask.
Sorry,
Yes.
yeah, so hi, I'm Uma and I'm from Malaysia. So this is my first time attending the revision class. So my question is if we want to attend more revision classes, then we just follow you on LinkedIn and we sign up that way.
Yes, I'm doing this CSR lah.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. All right, really appreciate it. Okay.
No problem.
So
Alright,
your
thank
next session
you.
will be on 13 December, is it, Miss Rita?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so any other questions, feel free to ask, yeah? Okay, I'll give it another minute. Otherwise, thank you everyone for your time and have a good upcoming weekend ahead.